The traditional Mongolian cuisine primarily consists of dairy products and meat. The nomads of Mongolia sustain their lives directly from the products of their animals like horses, cattle, yaks, camels, sheep, and goats.
The Mongolian cuisine is overall characterized by simplicity. This fact was determined by the low number of the ingredients that are used when preparing Mongolian dishes. Also, the small variety of the ingredients is a consequence of the climatic conditions of the country. Because of the hard and long winters, Mongolians cannot crop many vegetables and their meals are mostly based on meats. Mutton, marmot, and horse meat predominate.
The meat-dependent diet arises from the need for hearty food to starve off the cold and long winters. Traditionally nomadic herders, Mongolians have for centuries been dependent on mostly animal products for their dietary staples. Out of necessity, Mongolians have found creative and ingenious ways to use the milk of all 5 of the domestic animals in the country: sheep, cattle, goats, camels, and horses.
The so-called Mongolian hot pot is almost completely unknown in Mongolia today. The wok and skewers are usually used in Mongolian cooking.
Their main dish is mutton in various forms: boiled, stewed, as filling for steamed dumplings, cooked with fat and flour, or served with noodles, is a staple national dish. For a typical Mongolian eating experience, you could go to a guans, a sort of Mongolian canteen which is commonly found in towns and beside roads, and they serve cheap food for workers.
A guest entering a yurt will always be given something to eat. It is extremely rude to reject the offer, but it isn't necessary to empty the bowl either.
Some sources claim that the old Mongols under Genghis Khan had placed pieces of meat under their saddles to tenderize them by the pressure, instead of cooking them. While they may indeed have sometimes placed meat under their saddles, they didn't do so for culinary reasons, but instead, they did that to protect the back of their horses from getting chafed by the saddle. Mongolia is also often named as the region for origin of the hot pot, although with little scientific evidence. Both the preparation method and the required equipment are unknown in Mongolia today. Hot pots are much better suited for a sedentary culture. In a nomadic household, less specialized tools are preferred to save volume and weight during migration. Some restaurants in East Asia, Europe, and North America offer a type of cuisine called Mongolian barbecue. Their staff will stir-fry all kinds of ingredients in front of the customer on a large heated steel or stone plate. Neither the ingredients nor the cooking method was anything in common with Mongolian cuisine. Rather, they are inspired by the Japanese teppanyaki. Another deceptive meal is the beef Mongolian, sold in many Western restaurants.
Just like any other culture, the Mongolian cuisine very well reflects the nomadic and adaptive Mongolian lifestyle of then and now.